Our fourth panelist, Mayor N. Warren, we call him Pete Hess. He's practiced law in Naugatuck from 1974 until he became mayor of the borough in November of 2015. The focus of his legal career was in real estate development, municipal law, and environmental law. He's had his own practice in Naugatuck for over 30 years. He has deep experience in the complex real estate transactions and litigation relating to land use and environmental issues. Since 1978, Mayor Hess has been personally invested in the downtown Naugatuck area as a developer, acquiring, renovating, and even occupying historic downtown Naugatuck buildings. When Pete was elected mayor of Naugatuck, he took the reins of one of the most advanced transit-oriented development projects in the region. He's attracting private developers to work in partnership with the borough of Naugatuck to revitalize this significant and valuable area of parcels centered on what should be a new train station adjacent to the historic downtown. We've invited Mayor Hess today to tell us a little more about how the public-private partnership works, what the borough needed to do, what are the important steps, what's the relationship with the Department of Transportation and DECD, and how you get to home plate on this. So with that, please join me in welcoming Mayor Hess to the NVision panel.
Thank you, Rick. It's great to be here today. I am going to describe our project and show you how it fits into what all the other speakers have been talking about. The hardest part of my job as mayor is what David just described. I have to reverse the downward spiral. So we have a project that I'm going to take you through. All my friends ask me, why were you running for mayor? You have a great life, a great business, everything's great. And I have to tell you that I know what they didn't know, and what I feel even stronger about today, that Naugatuck is the perfect setting, maybe the best setting in the region for a TOD project, and now is the perfect time to do the project. I've had the privilege of meeting many of the speakers today, working with them, working with their offices, and everything is going very well. Now, those of you who don't know downtown Naugatuck, it's a beautiful historical setting. We have a great green. We have 11 McKim Mead White historical buildings. Some of them aren't there now, but we have beautiful architecture. We have a Henry Bacon designed railroad station, and we have a beautiful setting. But the best part of our location is that adjoining our existing town, we have a large swath of undeveloped land that is ripe for a TOD project. This essentially, I'm going to take you through it on the slide, but we have about 11.5 acres of vacant land that directly adjoins downtown near the town hall. So if you look at the slide on our project area, you will see our existing train station, the Henry Bacon building, and it's a beautiful building. It's currently being renovated into a restaurant. That project is in the works, and we expect the restaurant to open this summer. You can see our existing town hall that is outside of our project area. Right behind the town hall is a parcel we call Parcel C. It's been in the process of being developed for a long time. Right now we have a public-private partnership with some local developers. They're going to be doing a St. Mary's Hospital annex and a restaurant. So we are doing it piece by piece, as Tim Sullivan suggested. But the bulk of our project that I'm talking about today is what adjoins it to the south. And that would be about 11.5 acres of vacant land adjoining the downtown, together with the existing former General Datacom building, which is about 320,000 square feet, and is a very good place for for some new housing and other mixed uses. We also have, that would be heading a little bit down towards where it calls the TOD project area is pointing to the GDC building. Now, an integral part of our project, probably the most important part, is the relocation of our train platform from its current location at the train station to what we call Parcel B. So we have a commitment from the state. They're unbelievably cooperative. Commissioner Redeker and his staff are great, and they will be working with us to relocate the train platform even if we're ahead of schedule of the 5-year plan. So they've made a very strong commitment to us, and we're thrilled because hopefully our project will move faster than the overall 5-year ramp-up plan. So we will be relocating the train station to Parcel B, and ultimately we will be working with DOT to acquire some additional DOT lands further to the south. When you look to the right of the screen, it's basically the same area. It's depicted a little more clearly. You can see Parcel C to the right, and then it just goes C, B, A. So C is St. Mary's, B is the vacant land, A is the GDC building. So that's our project area, and I'd like to switch slides and talk about what is on the table for Parcel B. The town has 2 obligations in our arrangement with the developer for this project. We have to relocate the train station, as I've already said, and we're working diligently on that, and we have to remediate the site. We are also, of course, working with DEEP. They have been unbelievably cooperative. We had a great meeting with them last week, and we have our LEP is working with them, and everything is going along well. There's a lot more work to be done. The plans are being developed now, but things are moving along very well. The project is going to be approximately 250 to 350 residential units, so David will like that, which will be over about 100 to 150,000 square feet of commercial space. So this is a mixed-use, transit-oriented development, public-private partnership. So I think we hit all the dots of everything that everyone is talking about. We have the perfect setting for it, and we're working diligently on the project. I would like to say a few things about my preliminary insights into being mayor as opposed to land use attorney. I do have to tell you that the most important thing to me is a decision the borough made to obtain site control. The borough moved forward and spent $2 million to purchase a piece of property that could cost, it's hard to say, but it could cost, estimates were in excess of $10 million to remediate. So one could ask, why would someone do that? Well, you know, lawyers would probably say don't do it, but I have to tell you, in my experience as mayor, the best thing the town did was to acquire that site. We now have control of it. We're working with our partners with DOT, DEEP, ultimately DOH. We're going to be solving all the problems and working together with them as partners to make this project move forward. Secondly, in our relationships with our developers, we treat everything as a win-win proposition. You know, we're not trying to outmaneuver them in any way. We want their projects to move forward, to be successful. We're helping them with the zoning. There will be some dense zoning. I would say approximately 30 units per acre is something that we would be looking at. I don't know if David likes that number, but that's the number we're looking at. And we're looking at probably one parking spot per unit, which is far less than what would normally be required by a town in a building project. So our project is on the table. We're moving forward with it. We hit all the dots. We're doing and planning everything that all the other speakers have talked about, and we look forward to completing the project. As far as housing, David, I have to tell you politically, some of the people in our town don't like to hear the word affordable, or however, in my view, I will find a way so that we can work with you. I call it workforce housing. We're talking about housing where people will earn approximately $60,000 to $80,000 a year, a little different from what people perceive as affordable. We're looking for teachers, policemen, firefighters, people who work in our town, work in other towns, to come here, use the transit, and make this a great site. So just to conclude, I would say that in my view, Naugatuck is the perfect location. It's probably the most central location. We're right on the rail line. We have the river. We have a greenway. We have everything that everyone's been talking about. And I also have to say to any other towns, don't be afraid of working with the state. They are great. Everyone here says exactly what they mean. They're great to work with, and they're our partners, and I couldn't be happier with the decision I made to run for mayor, and it's going well, and I look forward to a happy conclusion. Thank you.
Thank you, Mayor.